Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So today we are doing the worst rainbow and shadow high dolls ever made according to my subscribers. I have done this little series with American Girl, so you only knew it was a matter of time before I went and did the smaller dolls. So as per usual, I posted a question over on my Instagram story, and I also opened it up to the community here because I know that a lot of rainbow high collectors follow me on here instead of over on Instagram. If you do want to go follow me over there, it's kyla.collects. So it's just like here, but there's a period in the middle of the words. Anyway, I do a lot of fun interactive subscriber stuff over there. It's just kind of easier that way. And it's kind of anonymous. So if you don't want other subscribers to know your opinion and you just want me to, you can totally do that over there. But anyway, I included rainbow and shadow high because there's not as many shadow high dolls as rainbow high at the moment. And I was like, let's just, they are the same thing, but they are vastly different. So you guys did not hold back with this one. You really let loose, and I got so many responses. So what I had to do with this one was I did have to cut it down. I only cut it down to the 10 dolls with the most, I guess, votes against them. And then I went ahead and I put my own personal vote in there too. So I did count my votes as well. Some of these I'm kind of shocked by. Others I really wasn't. So there was a full list and there were a couple on there I was like, wow, really? But you know what? This is completely an opinion-based video. And I say this is very important. Please be respectful to myself and each other's opinions in the comments down below, because if all of our opinions were the same, the world would be pretty freaking boring and these videos would not be as interesting to watch. So remember, these are just pieces of plastic that are marketed towards children, if we're being honest here. So nobody freak out if your favorite doll is on this list. I'm going to give my opinions. If I disagree with the doll on here, I will probably say something like, okay, that's fine. I don't care. None of my favorite dolls made this list, so I'm good. I'm golden. But some of the dolls on this list I heavily agree with. And I was like, yep, I have taught you guys so well. So anyway, let's start with number 10. So in this case, this is the doll that got the least amount of votes, but more than any other. So she's kind of at the bottom. A lot of you said you were not going to include boys in your rankings, but I got quite a few votes for some of the boys. There is one boy doll on this list, and if you have been around since day one, you probably can guess who that is. But let's start with number 10. So it is twins Laurel Devious. So that is the blue one on the right, on the right. Oh my gosh. It's still early. I'm still drinking my coffee. Bear with me. We're going to ignore the perfection that is Laurel on the left. So a lot of people dislike the Devious twins in particular. Laurel did get a vote or two, but definitely not as many as Holly. This doll looks like she would be a better twin to a certain doll that will appear later. But yes, fraternal twins do exist. I have a set in my family. But I think the thing that really hinders Holly specifically is her lipstick is kind of jarring with her color scheme, and their outfits are really bad. Laurel's is okay, but I never put the twins in their outfits at all. I actually did go ahead and sell my Holly with both twins outfits. Their new face mold was really amazing. But other than that, Holly is very, very dull in compared to Laurel. And considering she was given some of the worst fashion and she didn't even come with a second outfit to partially redeem herself, I was not shocked at all to see her on this list. Series 1, Violet Willow, I was not shocked to see her on this list at all. She is one that I, too, would have put on this list, so I did vote for this one as well. I like this doll's outfits a lot. I really, really do. But her face is it's just not it. This outfit actually isn't the one I prefer. I prefer the second outfit dress specifically. I love that dress. But it's the bangs and it's the shininess and everything, and I did see, she's the only Series 1 doll that got this many votes, but others that were mentioned were like Series 1 Jade and Series 1 Skylar, and Skylar happens to be my second favorite Series 1 doll, so I was like, oh my gosh, that's so crazy, but I know a lot of people don't like her. Violet, again, I wasn't surprised to see her on this list. She is definitely one of the weaker girls in Series 1 appearance-wise, but she is one of the stronger ones fashion-wise, if that makes sense, for me anyways. 8, we had Roxy Grand, and you guys took to calling her Roxy Bland when you were suggesting her, and that's what we call her here on this channel. But my opinion on this doll has vastly changed because I did receive her in a P.O. box unboxing. One of you sent her to me as a gift, and I think a lot of people's issue with this doll is she was very expensive and she didn't have that wow factor. So that's why she's called Roxy Bland instead of Roxy Grand. But I think Roxy as a doll herself is actually really nice, but it's the price point that drives people to not like her and they kind of steer away from her. So I definitely understand. I know there's issues with her stand as well. Either it falls over constantly, but I mean, who has perfect rainbow high stands? Let me know just in general, because I've got some dolls, like my Heather Grayson falls over like every day because her stand is just so messed up. I don't know why. It looks the same as everybody else's, but yeah, Roxy, I think she's nice. She's very elegant looking, but again, it's the price point that makes people want to hate her, because that's a lot of money, and she doesn't provide that wow factor that her last name and her price point suggest she has. 7 is Lyric Lucas, and I knew immediately she was going to be on this list in some way, shape, or form. I am very different when you talk about the dolls in her trio, I prefer Vanessa, Lyric, and then Carmen. This is one of my very controversial opinions I do have. My Lyric actually only has half an eyebrow, and with my visual impairment, I couldn't tell that until someone was like, oh my God, your Lyric is so messed up. And I was like, well, now I noticed that she is. But anyway, I happen to really love this outfit. That's why I picked this one. Her second outfit, not so much. The boots are very odd. I don't like how they look like on the knees. It's very strange. But I think her face obviously is the signature face sculpt. So it is a little bit more basic. If her hair was just jet black, I think people would like her a lot more. Her makeup isn't the best, but I really like Lyric, I think specifically for her outfit pieces. Just like in the case of Series 1 Violet Willow, I think she has obviously the second best first outfit. Well, no, I prefer her first outfit over Vanessa's, but I prefer both of them over Carmen's for a million reasons. But I really love the leather pants and the fur coat and those shoes. I absolutely love those shoes. Not really the biggest fan of the hat, but I know that there's a lot of people that don't like Lyric as a doll, but I really love her first outfit fashion. Cheer Poppy made this list, and I honestly did not know that there were this many people that agreed with me on this doll being the worst of the cheer line. I love Poppy. She is actually my favorite character, and she's my favorite Series 1 doll. But I completely agree. Something about her face for the cheer line just did not suit well with me, and obviously a ton of you agreed with me. There were a couple other cheer dolls that were suggested on here, such as Ruby and Jade, but they only got a couple of votes, not like the plethora of votes Poppy got. She is the only cheer doll to make this list, but I definitely agree with this one. I really just never felt strongly connected with her, and I can never pinpoint why, but I did, I can't remember if she is one I'm holding for someone or if I've already sold her. This is how bad I am. I can't remember. But anyway, she is just one that I never really loved. And I don't know why, because some of the cheer dolls I really adored, but I did go ahead and I did part with all of my cheer dolls. Luna Madison from Shadow High. So she's our first Shadow High doll on this list. She's not our only one, but I agree with this. This outfit here is just absolutely atrocious. I do like the shoes, though. If you take off the top part, they do make really nice, cute heels. This doll was just very difficult to find with good bangs. I do like the way she looks without bangs, but I did sell mine. I bought her because that was back when I was a completionist, and then I was like, oh my God, no, I really absolutely cannot stand you. So I did sell her. I find either you really, really love Luna or you really just absolutely cannot stand her, like me. So I did go ahead and part with mine. I wasn't shocked to see her on this list because at first a lot of people thought she was so cool and really, really awesome, which, I mean, she's all right, but definitely compared to the rest of the dolls in her line, and especially what we have with recent Shadow High dolls, she's very, very it's a no from me. Either you guys did this for me or you literally have the same opinions. If you don't know, this is the abomination to the Rainbow High community. I say this all in good fun and satire, but to be completely honest, this is one of the most jarring dolls I've ever seen in existence. This is Series 2 Amaya Rain. I don't like any version of Amaya. I don't like Amaya as a character. I do not like the fact that she is constantly thrown in your face and just like supposed to be the face of Rainbow High. No, absolutely not. This is awful. She looks a lot like Holly, as I mentioned. The red lipstick makes no sense. Her hair makes absolutely no sense at all. The outfits are honestly really terrible because of the fact that her second outfit was a cheer uniform. So they could have just given her a regular second outfit and then put her in the cheer line. I mean, it oh my God, it just leaves me speechless. I don't understand. I genuinely cannot stand this doll. I thought she was interesting, so I bought her, and then she just became like this running joke of my channel about how much a lot of us did not like her. And if you do like her, I am so sorry, but again, just take this all in like complete sarcasm. I do like those shoes though. They're very nice. I think I did keep them actually because I finally made the decision to sell her, but everything about her just looks like a unicorn threw up on her, and that's, you know, not, I love unicorns, but just not in like this way. Some people call her a clown. I don't want to be like super mean and say that, but I mean, there's a lot happening here, and it's not flowing well. It's not cohesive. It was not executed properly, and she's just a disaster. I was hoping you guys would put her all the way to number 1, but there were 3 more dolls that my little community here seems to hate more than I hate this one. So we're gonna see who they are. River Kendall not only got the most votes out of the boy dolls, but he made it all the way to 3rd place. I don't collect boy dolls, but that doesn't mean that I think they're all bad. I think Rex and Ash are very cool. I just personally would never collect them. But River, he is shoved in your face just about as much as Amaya is, because they're boyfriend and girlfriend apparently, but their relationship makes no sense. They're constantly like going back and forth and getting into fights and stuff. I am all for the drama in ships and stuff, but definitely not like that. I know it's a children's show, but it's just really not done very well. So he's annoying as a character. His whole appearance is just really, really bad. And I know that's been like a common thing between the Rainbow High community since he was released. Like, does anyone actually like River Kendall? Let us know down below. And if you do, I want all of you in the comments to be very, very nice to the River Kendall fan. Okay? Anyway, let's see who number 2 is. Shadow High Series 2 Diamante. Now, she is one of the newer releases, so I thought she was initially going to be the winner of this as I was counting the votes and everything, because there were a lot of Dia votes. I have seen her in person. I knew from the start I did not like her, and I still stand by that. However, I did receive her outfit as a gift from one of you. I think her pieces are very interesting, and I can't wait to see how it looks on other dolls. But the doll is just, she's not it. I don't know why. I don't know if it's her unnatural skin tone, but I love Monique. I have Monique, and Monique is like freaking as purple can be. So I'm not quite sure. Her hair, I do like that they're giving different hair lengths, like this one, and with Michelle St. Charles in Rainbow High, Series 5, but I don't know if it's the hair, the bangs, I don't know if it's the whole color combination. It's just something about her doesn't work for me, and it obviously doesn't work for a lot of you. So I haven't seen a ton of people say this is their favorite. I knew it was kind of like up in the air for a little bit, and then the more I counted the votes, I was like, wow, a lot of people really don't like this doll, and I didn't feel so alone. So like I said, I thought she was going to be the winner of the worst Rainbow and Shadow High doll, but no. One other doll is the worst, according to my community here, and that is Rainbow High Avery Styles. So I only bought this doll and her huge set of stuff for her clothes, which I really don't even use any of those clothes anymore. But at the time, okay, we needed extra clothes. I think the wig gimmick is interesting, but I just don't like her wigs specifically. I don't like her face. I think I did keep her boots. And that dress is actually really nice for layering. If you use it as a skirt and put like a sweater over top of it, it actually kind of looks cool. But I completely understand. The only reason I'm not like jumping up and down, I'm like, yes, oh my God, this is the worst one. Trust me, because she's pretty bad. Mine is still waiting to be sold. Somebody, if you want to buy her, message me on Instagram and I will sell you Avery with both of her wigs. But anyway, my worst favorite is, my worst favorite, oh my God, that sounds really contradictive. Anyway, the worst Rainbow High doll for me is Series 2 Amaya. So I was very proud of you all for putting her on this list. But I do agree. I think the number 1 spot in this case did go to a doll that, should I say deserves? That sounds like really rude, but oh man, you guys, this one was a rough one. But we do have to remember that this was back when they were still kind of finding their footing and stuff. And for the time, the original 6 dolls were actually very monumental and influential. And a lot of people were completely surprised at, what they were given via their price point and considering it was the first time. Avery and Series 1 Amaya, though, they're kind of like just weird. But Avery, I was completely not shocked, and I was pleased with the fact that a doll that I feel really fits in the number 1 spot of the worst Rainbow and Shadow High dolls actually got to make it on this list. What I meant to say was number 1 on this list. Anyway, I thought this was so fun, and I kind of liked narrowing it down to the ones that got the most votes, because with American Girl, I'm very passionate about that doll line, so I really have super strong opinions, and I want to get in as many dolls as possible. But this one, I knew you guys were going to go absolutely crazy for this. So look out for the post on Instagram, my story, or probably as well as here on YouTube on my community tab, for me asking who the best rainbow and shadow high dolls are, because that's going to be a fun one. I will probably do that later this week. I'm not quite sure yet, but if there are some dolls that you did not see on this list and you are just like, I do not get the hype over them, I think they're poorly executed and stuff like that, maybe they were listed, but they just didn't have enough votes. If you want to share your opinions, go for it. Just please remember, my friends, be polite and respectful to myself, the people that submitted these votes in the video, and each other in the comments down below. If you have not already, give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button to join the fam, and tap that really cool notification bell so you know the exact moment I post a new video. Have a blessed day, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye, everybody.